Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will kick it away first. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Michigan State's offense will have the first possession of the game. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you reach to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys. Michigan, Michigan State. And it is intense, and the hatred runs deep, Palmer.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along, getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The Wolverines offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
It's a draw. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The give to the tailback. For 5, and they'll have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Obviously, both sides love to win this rivalry game, but when Michigan State does it, it's almost as if they enjoy it more, and they love taking a close one last year.
Well, they enjoy it more because they're talked about all the time as the little brother. They're looked at as inferior. So I think Michigan State always loves to hit it to the big Michigan, hail to the victors, and really make a statement against the team everybody looks at as one of the biggest brands in college football.
Yeah, and I think if they want to be seen as an equal, not just in-state, but really in the national picture too, then you've got to string these wins together. You've got to beat your in-state rival over and over and over consecutively. So this is a big opportunity in this game for Sparty.
Running it to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
This is so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Touchdown, Michigan State! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Power football with the run. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll put the tight end in motion. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
He'll bring it back. It's Brown. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tony.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play after.
Give to the running back. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next play.
And the Spartans get enough for the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Safe completion on the screen. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, Michigan, 0.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalties. Looking for a productive play on first down. Davis will throw. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Childs. They're bringing heat. Makes his connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gates. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Takes the easy one to the back. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this
rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 11 over Arkansas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He unleashes a long one. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Davis looking to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Got his man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. With the catch, it's crease corner. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Childs. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gates. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bullets. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun to give, looking for room. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
To the air, it's Child. They've got the screen set up. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like...
Touchdown, Spartans! And the punishment has been extended.
Michigan State.
Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State. And what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. Just trucks through it. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Smarty! And the stomping has commenced. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
42, Michigan 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Davis will throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the return, it's Brown. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Here on 3rd down.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
A shot toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Buck. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Buck. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
Fires one high and deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Discards a man. Got a lot of running room. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by just 1 over Boston College. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle, it's Priestcorn. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try it over the left side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think